What's up, militia, and we're back with another YouTube video, and welcome back to the wonderful world of Nitra. I'm Mr.Creekyt, and today we'll be working on some paths, but first let's have a 10-second silence for those that have fallen. Okay, and we're back. So from the top of the wall, a path is going to go, of course, down this way, and then curve to that little beach over there, and of course Paradise Hills, and then of course curve to the boardwalk, which the boardwalk is going to reach a turn area, which is going to be right here. We need to flatten this out right here, and so right here will be, you walk down, you can go downtown of left wing of Statesman or downtown of the right wing of Statesman. And either way, you're going to most likely end up in Paradise Hills, because of course Statesman holds a part of the downtown, but Paradise Hills is like the main section. The tourist attraction is of course Statesman, with the park that I'm walking in right now, as well as the mini golf course, and of course the shooting range too. While Paradise Hills holds more of the government buildings, right now it's the Congress, soon to be the barracks, the Creekstonian Institution, and of course some federal offices such as well, the news is going to be near Statesman, as well as the fire department. But like the White Shades headquarters and stuff, all the government buildings are going to be located in Paradise Hills, which is right there. In Capitol Hill. That's right there, because that's the new Capitol. That is the new Capitol, and so the whole entire area is kind of based on just Capitol Hill. Paradise Hills is one practically massive downtown, while on the other hand, I need to clean up these gloves right here. But on the other hand, Creektown is more of the residential, which will have houses right next to the creek, and yes, they could get washed away technically, but I'll see how it goes. And it's going to be covered in houses, and of course the president's house is going to be located right there. And then around here is going to be more houses, and of course 2 roads. So there's going to be one road going to Creektown, and then another road going to Creektown. And there's going to be 2 different roads for 2 different areas. And what I mean by that is, if we go right here, we all know of this road right here, the more risky road and all of that. But there's going to be stairs going up here, and there's going to be a road going, as the original road was, going this way. You'll be traveling this way, and then you'll be going down. It won't really be going into Creektown. It'll more be going to the border of the Creektown area, which is near that fallen tree right there. And that's going to be more the border until further notice. And of course, it will have a little cut to go into Creektown. So yeah, there's going to be multiple roads. There's going to be areas, so it's just going to be less traffic. You gotta think in advance. So there's going to be 2 roads going this way, and then 1 road going down that way, which will have more residential. And of course, I will be doing probably most likely terraforming for that area, as well as for this area. So it's just going to be a lot of work for the paths. It's nothing easy. Anything we build down here is nothing easy. It definitely, during that little time of monsoons, it definitely got really eroded, but it also created some new paths. So we have like a path already going that way, which is already pretty good. And then since it's shaped like a V, it's going to be practically houses all up here. And then there's going to be, so it's going to be like a plot, then a road, another plot, then another road, and then one last plot. So there's going to be 3 plots where houses can be, or even businesses can be, and then roads. And it will just be all in all more simple. So say like right now where I'm walking, there might be a road right here. And the road will connect to the main secondary road that's going to be entering Statesman, the more part of the right wing of downtown. Paradise Hills and Statesman, they both hold the right wing of the downtown, as well as the left part of Paradise Hills and the left part of Statesman, which is more of the famous part. AKA it has the first house built, which is, you know, falling apart. Definitely falling apart. Like, the whole roof is done. See, the whole roof collapsed. Now, it can be fixed for sure. It won't be too hard to fix. But, yeah, and so it has the first house, the first bridge, which this was actually the first bridge I ever built down here before I even had an idea of making a YouTube channel. And then, of course, it enters to Capitol Hill. And, of course, this is where dams have been created and held against 2 monsoons. Took 2 whole monsoons to take down that dam. So I made a very sturdy building. And what I took notice of, there was I guess you can call it a dam, in one of my favorite cities. That's not too far from here. It's like 3 hours, 4 hours. I would not say the name though, to just keep it secret. You know, it's not as busy as you would think it is, but it's rather known. But yeah, so the dam there had 3 like concrete, like massive concrete bricks holding it, and then thinner concrete bricks going across it. And so I was like, what if I do the same thing? Use 3 bricks, and then instead of using, you know, smaller bricks going across, I use a branch going through it, because I have these bricks with holes in it. And so I stuck a stick through all 3 holes, and it was from right there all the way to right here, so from 2 parts of the land. And they connected, and then I covered it with smaller rocks, and I covered it actually first with rocks. I covered the area with rocks, then I put smaller rocks and mud on top of it. And so it held through a couple rainstorms, and then of course, I think it was 1 or 2 monsoons that it held through. So, it held pretty strong. I think it held for like a month and a half. So that was pretty strong. But now, of course, we are back in building, and I don't think I'm going to create another dam for a while. This area right here gets rather flooded during the monsoon. I think the water rises to the boardwalk, so that means this whole area, so the bridge is underwater, this whole area is underwater. I think the only area that doesn't really get too affected is this area right here. So yeah, this area right here, the house doesn't get too affected. So anywhere higher than this doesn't get too affected. So that's why I'm going to, I think, probably put more infrastructure higher. And I have to make these monsoon runoffs, because I had a big problem with water. For example, you have right here, you can see water has been going down, because look right there, the water has eroded this, and this is hard rock, as you see. Any other area, or not hard rock, but it's clay. Any other area that I would do that with softer dirt, such as over near the right wing of the downtown, there's more fertile dirt, or up near around the walls, there's also fertile dirt there. if I hit one of those areas, the dirt would crumble immediately. But this is clay, so it's, you know, tightly packed and hard to dig up. But you can clearly see that there was water that ran down here, so that means there's water somewhere up here and started to run down. So it's going to be another monsoon runoff. And perhaps there will be a little water duct. Isn't that what it's called? Like, they're like wooden boxes or stuff that carries water faster. And so I think I'll, instead of using a wooden box, I'll make the little monsoon runoff, put a hole, a pretty big hole, and then at the tip of the hole, I will put a pipe, and the pipe will then transport the water into the creek, so it won't erode this area too much, so that the path can hold for a longer time. But you see, the path gets really thin around there, so I'm going to have to reinforce this, even though it's like right at the water. So there's going to be a lot more reinforcing, a lot more building. We need stronger building, perhaps even the main like sticks or branches holding the stuff together should be dug maybe 2 feet down, and then surrounded with a bunch of more dirt in order to just make sure that the foundation of it holds very strong. The walls will find different ways. So right now we're using cross, you know, for the walls, not the house walls, but like the main walls to protect the civilization. So we're using crosses for the main walls, and so far they hold, and it's really sturdy. So I may take that into notice and use this. And also, it just, because it goes from branch to branch, that cross, in order to create the cross, it holds the whole structure together. So that's why I think it's rather handy. I might use that strategy, but without all this technical talk that I'm doing, I think I'm going to start building now. We may get some stuff done today. It's 4:08. We might go in 5, we might go in 5:30. But yeah. So, thank y'all for watching. I hope y'all enjoyed today's video. Sorry about the technical talk, even though it wasn't that technical. I was just saying a bunch of stuff about the civilization. But yeah, so thank y'all for watching though, and have a good rest of your day. I will be seeing y'all tomorrow. Bye y'all.